is that Rafael Cruz, Ted Cruz's old man, yeah, he's a pimple on the ass of any reasonable chance Ted Cruz and the Republicans have of getting elected. Rafael Cruz is a pimple that could have been popped a while back, but basically has been given the opportunity to become on a full-on infected, pus-filled boil that needs to be lanced, and will probably wind up taking a good portion of that ass with it. On the other side of things, on the left, there's not nearly as much infighting. And you have Hillary Clinton, a woman who's been doing wind sprints and push-ups in preparation for her run at presidency since the 90s. And you have people on the left and the right with an itchy voting finger waiting for a chance to vote in a female president. And they've been waiting forever. So the right's got to get a woman. By the way, as someone who grew up in England where they had Margaret Thatcher, it's not as monumental as people are making it out to be, but whatever. It would be an important first to have a female president. And what are your options on the right? Michelle Crazy Eyes Bachmann with her unbelievably homosexual husband and their "we can cure you of gay" ideas? Yeah, that'll fly. Kind of like when Dr. Phil was peddling a diet book. Yeah, thanks. I'll get my weight loss advice from someone that doesn't have bitch tits that jiggle when he brushes his teeth. Michelle Bachmann. "We can cure you of gay." Did not work with your husband. Or Sarah Palin. Definitely not. Too busy fame whoring her new book about the war on Christmas, getting fired from her Fox News gig, selling her daughters to reality television shows, hosting her show on the Sportsman Channel about the, and I quote, "red, white, and blue America." Did that show even make it to a single episode? I don't think it did. I think it was a done deal before it ever even got off the ground. The only chance that I think the right has of winning this is if they really, really cultivate a base of extraordinarily stupid voters. Because people are stupid enough to forget all that and vote for Sarah Palin, but not this time out. It'd be like Ronald Reagan running for president while he was busy shooting Bedtime with Bonzo. Woohoo! Ronald Reagan co-starring with a monkey. Did you get that? Movie reference that 98% of the audience didn't understand, but the 2% who did get it now think I'm a god. Not looking too terribly good for the Republicans in the next election, and I have to think that a lot of that has to do with far-right factions like the Tea Party dividing them to the point where they have no shot at getting anything done. Now, if, like I said, they can cultivate a stupid voter base, that's fantastic. I use this analogy all the time. All of the time. When I'm out at events for the radio station, people go, "Hey, don't drunk people coming up to you really annoy you?" No. Drunk people do not. Drunk people are easy to deal with. Drunk people come up to me and go, "Hey, man, how come you don't play more Metallica?" I go, "Oh, look, over there. Isn't that James Hetfield of Metallica?" "What? Where?" "Yeah, over there. Go look." And I'm done with them. Right on. Yeah, high five. Thanks for listening. Those people are easy to deal with. Inebriated folks easy to deal with. Now, when a smart, intelligent person that has not had too many drinks comes up and says, "Hey, man, how come you don't play more Metallica?" Then I have to have a 25-minute conversation with him about how we do our research and how we're just trying to make the vast majority of listeners happy. And really, we can't make all the people happy all the time, but hopefully we're making him happy some of the time. And well, how do you do your research? Well, it's like it's a long, drawn-out conversation that I owe it to this person to have, but quite frankly I don't want to have because have a life, trying to live it. But if the Republican base, whoever winds up getting the nomination, can really cater to a bunch of moronic, easy to fob off people, same way the left catered to folks that were like, "Hey, we're running for an election, would you like a phone? Oh, I'm totally voting for you." If they can cultivate that sort of a base in large enough numbers, if they can cultivate morons that don't think for themselves, willing to pull the lever based on a knee-jerk reaction, well, then they have a chance of winning. But the left is cultivating their base of knee-jerk reaction idiots in the same way. So yeah, basically not looking too terribly good for the Republicans in this next run. I have to think a lot of it has to do with the far-right factions like the Tea Party dividing them to the point where they have no shot at getting anything done. And if you bear that in mind, is it that far-fetched that the Tea Party is an invention of the left to create confusion and disorder on the right? If so, that's genius.